Hey folks, I've gotten a lot of questions lately about the tools that I use, and it got me thinking kind of about like a desert island toolkit, like the most basic stuff, like what would I really need to make instruments with. And it got me thinking, I thought it would be a fun set of videos for you folks. Today I'm just gonna talk about hand tools, and I'm gonna just give my bare minimum, bare basic stuff. I'm not gonna be talking about lutherie specific tools or my power tools today. I'm just gonna be talking about the basic hand tools I think I would need that I could make a living with if I absolutely had to. I think we'll probably cover the other topics in other videos later, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let's get to it. So I think to begin with, we have to mention the most important tool, a tool you probably didn't think of as a tool, and that's a bench. You gotta have a sturdy, safe place to work with a relatively flat top that doesn't creak and moan and twist all over the place when you try to work. So you guys know I have several benches. But if I had to do it with just one, it would be this right here. Built roughly in British joiner style, like a Nicholson style bench. It's just made from fir, just like dimensional lumber fir. And it's super strong. It's not even bolted to the wall, but it's as stiff and heavy as I need. And included on the bench, we have to mention vices. This is a carving vise, or a luthier's vise. It's got swivel jaws in it. Absolutely need this to make musical instruments. I have two of them. And in the end, of course, I have like a regular old record, cast iron vise bolted to the table. So workbench, number one. And then also, I think if you're gonna do hand tools, saw bench is great. So this isn't just a saw horse, this is a bench. It's low enough that you can do ripping and cross-cutting. You can also do planing on it, do all kinds of stuff. So that's from a design from Lost Art Press. And in the same vein, we should mention a few work boards quick. I definitely couldn't do this without a little bench hook for sawing, a shooting board for use with hand planes, and I have various work boards with flat on one side and radiused on the other, and that's necessary for making instruments as well. Okay, so let's talk about the basic hand tools I think I would need. So remember, these aren't necessarily luthiery specific tools. This is just the minimum I think I need to do my job. And actually this small toolkit is not far off from any hand woodworker's toolkit. I could make furniture with this, I could do carving with this, there's a lot I could do. With just an addition of a few other specialty things, you could make a living doing almost anything. So to begin with, we gotta have some saws. This little carcass saw gets used for a lot around here for cross cuts and such. Gotta have a coping saw to cut curves. I like these Japanese saws for flush cutting, and because you can replace the blades instead of sharpen them. And then I have a little gentleman's saw with a depth stop. So I think with those four I could get a lot done. In connection with my saw bench, if I add, like a garage sale Ditson crosscut saw, can get a lot done. I think I would need a smoothing plane, a jack plane, and a low angle block plane. Spoke shave, of course, a couple files, scraper, sharpening equipment, marking and measuring, really like a good straight edge, small ruler, big ruler, square. Gotta have all small hammer, wire cutters or fret cutters. A couple of nice chisels. I only have two here. I could probably make do with those two. I prefer to have a few more. And then X-Acto knife and a carving knife, and just an electric drill. So like this, plus the basic tools you have around your house, like screwdrivers and wrenches and stuff, would be a really good start. I think I could make a lot with this. So yeah, we'll come back and we'll talk about power tools and basic luthiery tools on another video. Thanks for tuning in.